Hey, welcome back for another deconstruct. Today we're going to be looking at the transition between headstand to crow, headstand to side crow, how to go down, how to come back up, some alignment things that you can use to help you get into this. I've always found that you want to definitely make sure that you can do a headstand, that you can do a side crow already before you start to work into these transitions. With that said, I hope you're a little bit warm, you've done a D-light flow, or maybe you just did a full practice and you want to understand this a little bit better, you want to refine it. Please make sure that you are warm before taking on this video. So with that said, we are going to get started on our mats. So I love headstand as a transition just because there's so many different things that you can work into a headstand. You can go from one side to the other side, you can go up, you can come down. So today we're going to be working with our tripod headstand, hands to floor. And we'll make our way up into our headstand. I gotta find the right spot on my yoga deck here. So pressing down to go up, and very important, especially when we're starting to work on this, that our foundation is in the right place. So we have a nice 90-degree angle in the arms. Our head is the point of our triangle. Let's come down to a regular crow first. So we've done this before in our deconstructs. You're gonna bring your knees, I like to bring my shins actually to the back of my arms here rather than my knees, because I find that the muscle kind of rolls and slips if I'm right on my kneecaps. So I drop my knees, or the inside of my legs, to the back of my triceps. From here, feet go heavy, heels go heavy, bum goes heavy, and I start to roll the weight off my head into the heels of my hands, to the forehead, pressing down to come up, pulling the heels up. To come back down, we soften elbows, chin to chest, heels in and up. So to twist, we're gonna come down and we're gonna check on the other side. So swinging your legs to one side. When you drop your knees down, you wanna make sure that you're definitely above the elbow. So I really like to drop my knee just above the elbow here when I come down into this twist. If I bring it too high, I find it really hard to kind of get back up. It feels super heavy coming down to go up. Because we're taking on this transition from being from the ground and coming back up, it will feel a little bit heavier than if you're just moving into a crow, from here where the tailbone is already set above the shoulders. It's going to feel a little bit heavier. You might not be able to straighten your arms as much right away, but with time and practice, you will overcome that. Come back to center. Let's do a little twist to the other side just so you can kind of make a mental note on that right arm of where that knee is going to be dropping. Lift your hips up, maybe take a side crow, lock it in, and we come back to center. Let's come back down into our headstand, second time. So before we drop into this full side crow and lifting up, let's just practice some twists. So you're gonna bend the right knee. You're gonna try to drop the right knee as close to the left elbow as you can. And then bring it up, come back through center. Drawing the big toe down the inside of the extended leg so you kind of have a marker for where you're going, a little twist. We come back up. We come back down. The slower you move, the better. The more time you have to feel things out. So again, this is something you want to do off the wall, because when you start to lift the head up, there's a chance that you're gonna hit your head in the wall, you're gonna smush your face. Make sure that you can do both poses first before you try to come up, because you definitely don't want to be near a wall for this. Coming back in our headstand, and remember, we're really using our arms here where there is obviously some pressure on our head, the back of our neck, but most of the work, 80%, is being done. We try to shoot 80% for the hands. So we're gonna keep the big toes together. We're gonna draw down. We're gonna take a little twist, and you're gonna bend your knees until you find the back of that left arm. So I have it a little bit higher towards my armpit here. I'm gonna move it down a little closer to middle. Same thing, feet go heavy, bum goes heavy. I'm gonna bring this free elbow into my hip bone. Ding. And we lift up. So I'm balancing here with my back elbow connected to my hip. This makes it a little easier to come back up. Gives you a little bit more of a boost. We're gonna come down in between sides and take a second. So know that it's normal for the crown of your head to take a bit of weight here. And you're definitely gonna feel this in your hands and your wrists. It's okay. We're working on new transitions. There's new muscles being built. You can take a moment, stretch it out in between. So as you can tell, this is a lot of core, right? When you're coming down, you're really focusing on moving slow. Every part of your body has to be engaged and working on some level. If you let any part of you be a noodle, you're going down. So a little bit of engagement, reach through the toes, pressing down into the floor, not sinking into your mat. Okay, let's do the other side. I'm gonna switch so you can see. All right. My board is a little slanted here, so we'll see how this goes. Coming down. Set the foundation. I'll move up a little more. Lifting the hips up nice and high. You're gonna bend your knees. You're gonna take the twist, bringing left knee to right arm. There's always one side we like a little better. Feet heavy, bum heavy, roll to the forehead, press down to go up. And that is how we work from our headstand into side crow, how to come back up. So remember, you want to be able to do all the parts individually before you start to piece them together. And just making sure that, you know, once you fall, don't be discouraged. We learn from our mistakes. So just take your time, be patient. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this found this useful. I need some water. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.